Turns to SICARRI 37 in regards to caliber of friend to be. It's really raw.
Really powerful?
Really powerful.
We'll go into it real quick.
You know?
Let's start there.
You know? SICARRI 37:1, it says, every friend saith, I am his friend also. But there is a friend which is only a friend in name.
Only a friend in name. Oh, that's my nigga. Oh, I fuck with dude.
Yeah,
that's bro.
Yeah.
But where's the fruit of your
cocaine?
Listen, cocaine. I remember, bro.
Yeah.
It was this dude. I ain't gonna say his name years ago, right? And I was hearing his name.
Yeah.
Dude I went to school with, I guess, was staying with him. And I had finally met him.
All right.
And he tried to drop some names to me, right? Like niggas he know, whatever.
Right.
So, you know, and there's some names, some nigga who was like, you know, prominent on some real gangster type of shit, right? And I remember
trying to grab their coattail.
Yeah, so I remember when I seen him and I was like, oh yeah, dude. He said next time tell him no, you our nigga. He ain't our nigga. I mean, we know him, but nigga, we fuck with you.
Yeah.
We don't really mess with dude. You know what I mean? So make sure next time you see him, you say him straight on that. You know what I mean?
That we said this.
We said it.
Right.
That's a friend.
That's a friend in name.
Shit.
That's a friend in name.
You just saying you know them niggas, but like, bro, you ain't got no fruit for that though. You ain't never did nothing with them guys like that. You know, you probably just met them at a party or something.
Right. Just shook their hand on some. They take a picture.
And now you're just name dropping because truthfully, because I knew my boy I went to school with was staying with him. So I was like, I said his name, right, which he's he ain't no whole ass dude, but he ain't no like super hard nigga like that.
Super gremlin ass nigga.
So all of a sudden nigga want to name me all the gremlins he know.
Right.
I'm like, that nigga that went through the gremlin list. Wait a minute, why'd you go through the gremlin? I'm just talking about bro was staying with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know bro, right? You know,
Then he just try to, let me tell myself not just him, but every other.
Let me get the gremlin. Let me get the gremlin list for you, so this nigga know what I hang out with the gremlin.
Horrible type of guy to be, man.
Feel me? And the gremlins came like, nah, we don't really mess with him like that, bro. We mess with you like that, though. You know what I mean? So, but that's one of them situations, that friend in name thing. I know that dude, and you try to name drop and stuff like that, but you not really, that's not really your boy like that.
And that's why the scriptures say, prove thine own self. You know what I'm saying? That your glory be not in another man, bro. Right? As a man, it's important for you to do enough work, put in enough work for your own name to hold enough weight where you don't have to attach yourself to other people. And then you go out looking like a goofy like that.
Exactly.
Trying to be, let me just get some honor through being around other honorable people.
Exactly.
Versus just doing something honorable. You see what I'm saying?
Getting features, man. And, I was explaining to a younger brother in this truth, like, I'm like, bro, it just seemed like, you looking for, you having a validation problem. You're looking for all type of validation outside of yourself.
That's a woman thing, man.
You need to just stand on your own. Everything you say that you is, just stand on 10 about it. And what can anybody say? Whatever they say is immovable because you ain't got to convince you.
Right.
You ain't got to convince you or nothing if you know who you are. You sure of yourself.
If you are completely certain of yourself.
Exactly.
This that precept right here. Galatians 6:4. It says, but let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another.
See that?
It's way better to be able to rejoice in the shit that you done did,
your
the work
own
that you
resume.
Put in. Yeah, let me smack this on the table and have other motherfuckers say, yeah, I know him, versus you trying to be a friend to niggas and name and yeah,
and that's your claim. I just know a lot of niggas.
Know a lot of niggas, man. Like, what have you done, bro?
You a nigga that just dapping niggas.
Yeah.
Who are you though?
I
had a situation, man.
You're rejoicing in other niggas and not in yourself, man.
I had a situation in an Atlanta nightclub, man. You feel me? And sometimes I don't got the most inviting look on my face.
Right.
And what happened? I was in there with a young lady, and she knew somebody, and he walked up to her, said, "What's up?" And when I looked up, I just had a look on my face.
Yeah.
I wasn't even tripping like I wasn't even on it like that.
Yeah.
He told her like, "Oh, I know him." I'm like, She like, oh, he said he know you. I'm like, I just shook your hand like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
No, I do not know that man.
Yeah.
I do not know that man, right? That was one of them situations. He just tried to come in. Yo, nah.
Trying to pacify the situation.
Look, I know you like, bro. I know how it looks, bro. I just look like this, bro. I'm not tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Especially about this situation.
You know what I mean? Like this ain't, it ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's that. But that show you what type of dude he is. He's the type to go
quick to,
drop the name.
Yeah.
Oh, I know such and such. Like there's a thing, back in California where niggas start dropping name nigga from your hood and you just be like, yeah, I ain't never heard of him.
Yeah.
It could be you know this nigga,
know
but
nigga
now
for sure.
you're just eliminating his ability to be able to try to lean on something. Nah, nigga, I don't even know him, bro.
I don't know.
Who is bro? I don't even know, bro, nigga. I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? But that's that friend and name thing,
Yeah, flat out. It says every friend self, I am his friend also.
That's my nigga. That's my nigga.
That's my nigga too.
That's my nigga too. Though. You mess with him. You mess with me. You can't trip with me because we both fuck with him.
Yeah. We have a mutual party involved, man. Right. We don't want to cause no friction between the mutual party, man. Right?
You gonna have to pick sides, man. Come on, we can't do that to bro.
It says, but there is a friend which is only a friend in name. It says, is it not a grief unto death when a companion and friend is turned to an enemy? God.
That's the worst, man. That's when situations get deadly.
Shit, man.
That's when situations get totally deadly,
it get
bro.
real sticky because they know a lot. Your companions been through shit. They, receive certain, discreet information and shit like that. And next thing you know, they become an enemy. Now you got to worry about other things that the scriptures talk about people backbiting, right, and becoming somebody that could, lay a wound under you.
Exactly.
And that's the type of stuff that happens to motherfuckers who did dirt with people, and then they do something sideways, and now they niggas going and giving anonymous tips,
sliming niggas out, back doors, double cross, triple cross,
triple cross,
triple cross.
Triple cross come from companions turning to enemies, bro.
Straight up, it's treachery. Hey, what did he say? The best among them is a briar and a thorn. The best is gonna prick you. The most upstanding in this world is gonna prick you.
Gonna prick you some way,
let alone the worst. We living in a horrible time.
Now, this is an interesting time to live in.
Man.
Yeah,
they got to maneuver with intelligence, man, through the spirit, wisdom.
Yeah, real talk. And godliness, first and foremost. Right?
I mean, straight up. Because that's going to come, everything else is going to come along with that, man. With that godliness, man.
It says, verse 4, it says, there is a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble will be against him.
Right? Yeah. See that? So when it's good, here he is. And that's a lot of people.
That's hella people.
They always want to be with you.
These type brothers not to be, by the way. This is who not to be. This is a conversation about what manhood doesn't look like.
At all.
Apparently.
It's
through the spirit. I'm talking about one flip. I swear, cheap.
Just that fast, like whoa, damn, nigga just switched up. Like everybody starts standing far away, or people start standing far away when we've seen it.
When you experience adversity, man. When you fall on your ass, man. A lot of times you're the only person you can utilize to pick yourself back up.
Exactly, real people that's really gonna be there, and that's how you know who your real friends are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my little homeboy, that's in prison right now. His pops died when he was like 3, hit by a train, right? Hit by a train in a car type deal. Yeah, cold situation.
In a car, like the car shut down on the track.
In the car, I don't know exactly if it shut down or what. He was on the train track, smacked him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So he, for whatever reason, because of that, when he turned 18, they gave him some money.
Okay.
Right? They gave him 2.
He received a settlement.
Yeah, they gave him like a 2. They broke it up into 2 payments and gave him this settlement, right? Now, during that time is when him and some of my younger homeboys, my brother them, they start dabbling in drugs, things of that, and they all start kind of falling out with each other.
Right.
So he goes, and when that money come, he ended up blowing it with a bunch of new people that he hanging around. I'm talking about all that money.
I see where this is going.
Blown. So I remember when he get out of jail, this is before he went to prison though. He had did like maybe 8 months in the county.
Okay.
And he was just like, damn, man, like I really just blew all my money with people who don't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? Like people who there.
Yeah.
When
in the time of prosperity.
And now when you down, bro, it's not nobody there for you. You know what I'm saying? Or those same people who you blew all that money with, they not there. They was there to ball with you.
The ones that was always there is still there.
Exactly.
Yeah, not the new faces. Yeah.
Not the new faces. You know what I mean? So that's the type of stuff that you know we got to be mindful of. Like that's the thing. Like when I hear people talking, a lot of people who quote unquote make it, they become, you know, they elevate themselves economically, things of that nature. They start talking about, oh, your friend group changed, you know. So I heard people say, yo, sometimes your new friends is more down than your old friend. Now that's that, you know, they down with you because you up.
Because you up.
You in prosperity. It's easy to be friends.
They didn't fuck with you when you didn't have what you had.
Exactly. They didn't even know you. That's like even what the type of stuff what niggas say about broads.
Yeah.
Like, oh, now that I got this,
I'm having all these O's. And shit.
Now I'm like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you really think this is a caliber of woman that you should be dealing with? The mentality where
she waited the finish line.
She and it's like there's a balance to it, because of course I wouldn't expect a woman to want a nothing ass nigga, right?
Right.
I wouldn't expect you to do that,
right?
But the whole idea of it's literally only the economics that that's attracted her, right? Because if you was a certain type of individual, you would be able to attract the women anyway. Right. Even if you wasn't in the best position to pursue a serious situation, you still could attract them. You still know how to talk to them. All those various things.
Whether you like you say, you at least be able to give them. Whether you can have them or not,
have them and maintain them. That's a different thing.
But you at least be able to get them.
You at least be able to get them. You know what I'm saying? At least you're gonna be able to get them if you are interested enough. To her to have at least some type of interest in it, and you know, things of that nature. So some of these dudes are just purely relying upon
they wallet.
The wallet.
That's what they say. That's what they say in this space. They say you're not supposed to lead with your wallet.
Leading with the wallet.
Don't lead with your wallet.
That's all. That's what you bring into the table. You see what I'm saying? That's really all you got.
Right.
And then she messing with you off of that, and it's like, well, why would you really want somebody who that's that's the only thing that matters,
or the primary thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean, because
that's gotta come
because when life happens, which it happens to everybody, and you experience some type of downfall, right? Some type of adversity, right? She's going to bounce on you.
Yeah.
Right, because the only thing that was really the main factor that was appealing to her about you is not there no more. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's like you know you got to be a little bit more considerate, right? When you dealing with people at the time of prosperity, you have to be even more so selective, right? When you in a time of prosperity, than when you might be going through something, and then you have people who might come around you, and even still might be, you know what I'm saying, some form of a leech or using you.
But in some way.
Yeah. But at least you know it's not predicated upon the financial gain that they can get out of you. You see what I'm saying? It's other things, and you still got to be conscious of those things. Pay attention to the questions that they ask you. You know what I mean? Pay attention to the sincere, inquiry about how you doing, what mental space you in, et cetera, et cetera. If you see that, okay, cool, I can be used by a person that at least give a fuck about me. You see what I'm saying? But you having shit, and then they see motherfucker come around, and they just kind of
they want to bleed you dry.
Yeah, just, come on, bro, just be very considerate of that shit. As a man, you gotta be considerate of it. You a little kid, okay, cool. You find a motherfucker that only fuck with you for your toys, right? You experienced this. Yeah, you had the young niggas. Yeah. Oh damn, he got a bike, man. I'm cool with him now that he got this new bike.
Because I want to ride the bike.
Stuff like that. But when it's, when it's really time, damn, let's go find a new bike. maybe we got to go and find a new bike in the neighborhood. Are you gonna come help me find a new bike?
Exactly. That's the question.
You're not.
You go find the next nigga with a bike.
Cause you just go find a new friend with a bike already. Exactly. My damn inner tube busted. I can't.
You chop liver now. He riding the girl bike. Remember nigga ride the girl bike? Like, nigga, you on the girl bike?
The girl bike. You loafing, dog. Cut. Tight smooth, man. Yeah, bro.
Oh man.
Cut. Yeah, not the type of man to be, man. Right, don't jump shit when shit get bad, man.
Bro,
just watch a YouTube video, find out how to fucking change it into.
There's no integrity in that, man. And it's just so contrary to manhood what we see people doing. I actually cut a woman off because she thought I was you only really kind of reach out to me when you need something or something like that. Like, nah, that ain't the case. But now that I know you feel like that, I'm definitely never gonna hit you up again. You know what I mean? Just to prove to you that I don't need you. Sometimes you just gotta prove to a motherfucker you don't need them. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta hold your nuts, man. Yeah,
just to show what type of man you is. Yeah. Don't let nobody insult your integrity, bro.
Ever in life.
Like you say, you like the uncompromisable. Gorgeous Dre said you gotta protect the man.
You got to.
You gotta protect the man, dog.
You got to. That's a serious thing. It's gotta be honored, respected. At all times.
At all times, man. They say a good name is better than fine jewels, man, and precious gold.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah, for real. For real. Mama gotta know that.
That name matter, man.
Yeah. So the Manosphere.
Oh yeah. Let's hop into it now through the spirit.
We starting to come to a realization that we have different at least sectors. 2 different sectors of the Manosphere. We got the black Manosphere. Right. We got the white Manosphere. But there are a lot of black men in the white manosphere, for sure. Right? This kind of reminds me, if you remember Irritated Genie when he did the lecture about black sex and white sex.
Irritated Genie.
Irritated Genie dude, I think he worked for the feds in some capacity.
Okay.
And then he kind of deflected and defected from that. Defected like he came from Cuba or something. He left that and he became like a pro-black activist. Okay. He the one that started I think Black Straight Lives Matter, Black Straight Pride. Okay. Black Straight Pride. That's what he started.
Pride. Okay, cool.
Black Straight Pride. And the brother, he was breaking down what he called black sex and white sex. So it said it's both sex, but he was explaining like the pure love making and things like that. That's black sex, and white sex is, pedophilia, all this. He's like, man, that's white. That's white sex. I can see where you're going. So it's all sex.
Then you got black people indulging in white sex.
But you got black people in white sex. You know what I mean? So you got black people in the white manosphere.
Exactly.
And that, and again, And just so we're clear, what the white manosphere is all the mainstream manosphere stuff, right?
Right, exactly.
Your damn
Fresh and Fit.
Who else?
This is a guy named Rollo Tomasi.
Okay.
Right, that's the kind of like the originator.
Okay.
Of the white manosphere. You have folks like Coach Greg Adams, which I would say, right, he tries to appeal to the black manosphere, but he doesn't really care for the black manosphere. You know what I'm saying? He's a more so a white manosphere. He coming with their same talking points, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you have, Coach Greg Adams. You have let's see, Dennis Sperling, I would say that he would be on the black manosphere.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You got Minister Jack who would be on the black manosphere. I would say Sim for the P would be a part of the black manosphere. Frankly,
Yeah, even though he said I'm a part of the pimp sphere.
The pimp sphere. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. But that message though, for sure was catered to his people.
Yeah,
though,
straight up and down.
Undeniably, you know what I mean?
Straight up and down.
Rest his soul, man.
Yeah.
Like I say, Dr. Tia Son Johnson will be a part of the black manosphere. BGS, Itmore.
That's brother you
the elder. The elder will be a part of the black manosphere. Cousin T-Tall. People like that. Dr. Ronald Neal.
Okay.
A bunch of PhDs, I would say, are the ones who you find in the black manosphere.
And I find that amazing, too. And beautiful, really. You have real intellectuals.
Yeah, for sure.
That are in the black manosphere.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Accomplished, educated brothers who are really coming in and trying to give us something versus just, you know,
really
writing
books.
Fist. Hey man, let's 6, 7 girls around and just bash and ask trigger questions and just say shit, and then let the chat talk,
spew off stats and stuff like that. That's been that they
no
had
context,
somebody
10-year-old stats.
Con.
Niggas ain't keeping up with the new data at all.
Yeah, that's another thing I noticed though, for real. Like, motherfuckers will come with some stats, you look it up and you can't find it to utilize. Like, if you come into an argument, that's why I had to slow down with them. Like, I really had to slow
statistics,
down.
Yeah,
bro, because you fuck around, you in an argument, or you know what I mean? And you try to find a stat. Hold up, nigga, no, nigga, say this. You go and try to find a fucking stat. And this shit from damn 2012, 2014.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's updated.
I'm like,
data.
Salak, bro, I can't use this for real.
Listen,
and I had to like bow out.
Had to just bow out.
Yeah, man.
It's cold because
I ain't for this shit, man.
I told you about the girls on Clubhouse, man. My homegirls from Clubhouse.
They really be cutting it.
They really be like, okay, give me the article right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Pin the article. Right now.
Just pin the article.
Niggas be like, nigga be scrambling.
Stuck, man. Nigga stuck.
Nigga can't find nothing.
Yeah, just using the talking points ain't good enough, bro.
That's it, bro. You gotta know your information. And that go back into what you said, what you read about nigga knowing his own work. Like, if you ain't just going off of what somebody said, then
we have a point.
You know, you'll go be able, make it your own. That's why when we made everybody in the camp do the 12 tribe breakdown, submit their own.
Right.
You gotta make it your own. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know the information.
That was a minute ago.
So, yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Know the information so you could come with the breakdown. And the beautiful thing was, brothers was coming with stuff, and it was like, okay, yeah, we need to incorporate that. Yeah,
for real.
We need to incorporate that because everybody going and doing their own research. Just like when I had the debate with Dr. Michael Brown, and he was like, oh, they were scalping people. What about tearing the arm? It said tearing the arm and the head.
With the boom.
And brothers came with multiple sources about Native Americans tearing arms and scalping. So, nigga, we got it. You know what I'm saying? There we go. So it's important to make the information your own. But like you said, these dudes, they're just full of talking points.
Yeah, regurgitating talking points. Yeah, they regurgitate talking points. That's what the white Manosphere is for real. Like, it started off, you know what I mean, with a purpose, I guess you could say, a purpose of some sort for men's rights and stuff like that. You know, men's getting, took through the cleaners. Through divorce court and stuff like that. But that's really the only reason why that whole thing even came about.
Yeah, white men taking L's.
Yeah, taking L's in divorce court. And they was just getting sick of it, so they was ready to check out. But it wasn't really them against their women. It was more so them against the state.
Right, so basically just going against the state. White man versus the system.
Yeah, his system.
The average Joe white man versus the system, and he feel like when he get a divorce.
Not just the average Joe though, just
even upper echelon.
Yeah, even upper echelon, because them the main ones.
That's taking L's. That's getting took to the
big
cleaners.
L's, like
that's moving into apartments and the women in the house
and drinking themselves to fucking sleep every night. For real, like it happens. Like men really do go through that shit. I can't deny
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Like the shit gets bad for men out here. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a thing in the earth where it's a term, right, called the gynocracy.
Okay.
Right? So if you look up what a gynocracy is,
pussy rule.
Basically, you can already see what's going on, right? A system or a society which is catering to the woman.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying, and prioritizing the woman.
A gynocracy,
man. Right? That's the term for it, man. Right? Motherfuckers actually utilize like actual terminology, and that's what's so crazy about it. Like these motherfuckers really doing their research and finding out like these are real power structures. You see what I'm saying? So the gynocracy is really what they fighting against. They trying to like reverse, like motherfuckers say that it's a patriarchy, but then you ask yourself, okay, how much of a patriarchy is it really? You see what I'm saying? Like what is it in America that suggests patriarchy outside of a few old head niggas in Senate?
Yeah, they
you see what I'm saying?
And what kills me, man, some of the woke talking points, because it's like we don't realize how we've allowed a lot of our stuff to get hijacked.
Okay.
Like the woke, what being woke was supposed to be about. Number one, you got white people talking about they woke. Like number one, how is that even possible?
You never lost.
You never went to sleep.
Yeah.
We got put to sleep.
Now
you got white people talking about they woke, and now the rainbow is woke, and Like, how did we allow this to happen? This is supposed to be about the information that, you know, we've been alienated from and us reconnecting back to it.
Our consciousness.
Historical things like that. That's what being woke was supposed to be about, and understanding, you know, the systemic, you know, challenges that we are facing.
Exactly.
Now it's like, it's
a melting pot of wokeness.
It's you can't mispronoun people. That's not woke. Just there's so many terms that exist now. I don't even know. I'm lost in the sauce. Like Twitter, Twitter is a horrible place.
Yeah, that shit is what's this scripture Isaiah about the broth of abominable things?
Bro, that's
man?
a broth of abominable things, man. The mouse, swine's flesh and the mouse in there. Like
I love it.
I can't. Like I said, y'all. If y'all wasn't on Twitter, like I was on Twitter 15 years ago. It was hot.
It was cool.
It was the coolest shit you can be doing.
It's cool.
I'm going and now I'd be like, man, like
I can't deal with Twitter.
And what's so crazy is like it's not the real world. Right? Like it's funny. Like I had seen somebody make a post and they had posted about somebody and it was a girl half black, half white on the thing. They're referring to her as a white girl, right? So then somebody come on the thing and they're like, what are you talking about? And then somebody was like, apparently on the internet, like if you're not brown to dark skin, you're just white now.
Just white.
Wait, like when did this become a thing?
You're white off of public opinion of appearance.
But I said, what's funny is back in the 90s, black people was telling everybody who was black and who was not, like, you got some opinion. Now it's like, no, nigga, if you ain't got two FBA parents and are dark brown to dark skin to deep brown.
At least caramel. You gotta be from
you
caramel.
At least caramel with a pure FBA lineage. You just ain't black. I'm just like, but now I said, I know the perfect response to that now. Well, you're not black. Look, this is black.
Exactly. Nobody's black then.
And this is you.
How about
you're not black.
How about we just discontinue the term black?
You're black then. Because at this point, y'all niggas have redefined it, and nobody actually is the color.
Exactly.
So to base it upon color is just
it's stupid as fuck, man.
Understand how dumb
Real talk.
they are.
Real talk.
What are we arguing about?
Good. That's facts.
Man.
Yeah, that's facts. That's crazy as hell. No, Twitter is a fucking melting pot of a bunch of dumb shit going on. You know what I mean?
But niggas think they're smart.
Yeah, but niggas think they smart, and you can find motherfuckers who agree and disagree with everything on the earth. Everything on the internet, you can find a group of motherfuckers who actually agree with this shit, no matter how dumb it is.
No, that's a fact.
Like
that's a fact.
Like we gotta stop allowing dumb niggas to get a following, man.
How does this happen?
Like this shit is really happening. Motherfuckers is getting hella retweets, hella shares, hella
viral.
Real talk,
dumb motherfuckers, bro.
Like
I can see,
but
it's certain people.
And then you want to blame those apps, but then you got to think about the people who control the apps and the algorithms of the apps.
Yeah.
And that's like these motherfuckers really the problem because they letting this shit seep through. You motherfuckers really could stop this shit from happening.
You can stop it,
but
dead
y'all
in its
like
tracks.
this stupid ass shit because it's distracting niggas from the bigger picture
for what's really going on.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
And real shit is just getting like I seen somebody.
Yeah,
a dude went on Twitter and said if you watch on Power, you got Kane, right? Hold on, let me see. I think dude's name is Woody, but I don't know his damn real name. Here we go. So this dude, right? So mind you,
this guy,
on the show, they dad is Puerto Rican, their mom is Mary J. Blige, right?
Yeah.
This dude, some dude went on Twitter and said, I'm about as Mexican as Kane Tejada. As if, number one, it ain't Latinos that look like this dude.
This nigga for real.
Let alone he's half black. You know what I'm saying?
Like
what? I'm not like, this is some of the stupidest. And I do realize with some people, it does come from like not being cultured.
Yeah, ignorance.
Some people are just not cultured. But I'm like, to me, I really don't like that excuse because with the advent of the internet and TV, you have a shortcut to being cultured.
Yeah.
You didn't have to travel anywhere. You can virtually travel and see what's going on and have a shortcut to getting culture.
But the thing is, people don't do that.
Exactly.
People actually don't do that. They actually
just do dumb shit.
Yeah, I was just about to say, do and say dumb ass shit, bro, with no basis in reality. None of this shit has a basis in reality for real. All this shit. But watch, look what this say. I skipped this through that's crazy. I skipped this verse through the Spirit and jumped down to verse 4.
I had to come back to it.
Now we coming back to it through the Spirit. Verse 3, it says, "O wicked imagination, from whence comest thou in to cover the earth with deceit?"
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's it. This Sirach 37.
Wicked imagination.
Wicked imagination.
Coming in to cover
the earth with deceit.
Yeah. And that's what the earth is covered with right now.
Straight deceit, bro.
Bullshit.
It's a bunch of fake news, bro.
Left and right.
Yeah.
Fake news, alternative facts.
Alternative facts. Let's cut.
Trump, you gave us them terms. Fake news and alternative facts. How can you have an alternative fact?
Real talk.
A fact is a goddamn fact.
Niggas got alternative facts, man. Right? Because look, the thing is, the reason it's alternative facts is because it's a fact predicated upon perception versus a fact predicated upon reality.
Upon reality.
So it could. Look, we just helped you out. We just helped you coin.
No,
alternative facts.
Alternative facts is really it's perception based, and perception perception supersedes reality.
Reality a lot of times,
and that's That's one of the scariest things in the world.
And that's
the
exactly
fact that
why
perception can do that.
That's exactly why deceit is out like it is. Like I said, that's why the whole world, literally the world, is covered with deceit. Because motherfuckers utilize their imagination to a fault, right? Instead of saying, okay, cool, let me hop out of the delusion, let me hop out of the illusory thinking, the frame of thought that I'm in right now, and come back to some objective shit, right? Now I'm just gonna let my imagination be right. Oh, I could be right, so I'm gonna, that nigga off Hustle and Flow. So sometimes I'm right. But even when I'm not right, I'm wrong. But I could have been right, so I'm right.
Yeah, that was on Get Rich or Die Trying, but the same nigga though.
Terrence Howard. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what goes on.
Yeah.
Niggas say, well, I might be wrong, but I don't know for sure if I'm wrong.
So I'm right.
I'm gonna just be fucking right about it. You know what I mean? And so now we got a bunch of motherfuckers right in their own eyes. Like the scripture say, niggas is wise in their own eyes, wise in their own conceit. You know what I'm saying? Wise to their own conceit. And that's what's going on. The wise to their own conceit called deceit.
Yeah.
You understand?
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up deception, sir.
Yeah,
but back to it. So.
Oh yeah, Salak. So
go.
So what we were saying, the white manosphere is more so predicated upon, those talking points in regards to, men trying to figure out a way to fight back for their position in the try to create a patriarchy in a world where a patriarchy it's a patriarchy in name, but not a patriarchy in structure for real. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or in writing. You see what I'm saying? When you look at legislation and shit like that, there's no way in hell this is a patriarchy.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? This shit is literally set for women in the LGBTQ to rule.
To win. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
I remember when I was in school for business, and my teacher, my small business management teacher, said a white male is the least likely to get a small business loan from the SBA.
Okay.
Not any private institution.
Okay.
From the SBA itself, women and minorities are incentivized.
Yeah, they're incentivized
at the SBA, which is the government, not the private lenders, the government.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can agree with that.
And just with him saying that, like you said, because they get to a point where now this is what is it like. Let's just even take a look at this thing with the Bud Light thing that happened recently. They did the LGBT campaign.
Yeah.
And the cold part is they lost money.
They lost plenty money. People weren't. It's like what's so crazy is this stuff getting pushed on us is not even the masses. Aren't receiving
it. And they're just pushing it anyway. So that shows you this is because all that stuff is contrary to patriarchy.
Yeah,
all of it is. All of it is. Right.
And one thing that the patriarchy will have control over is fucking beer.
Yeah. If any goddamn thing, I need a beer.
They proved it. Well, at least we gonna have our hands shown in this damn beer.
That's how they felt like Bud Light. You gonna put a tranny on Bud Light?
Bud Light is wild.
That's un-American. That's an attack on the patriarchy.
The patriots of the patriarchy shooting up the Bud Light cans, all type of shit, burning that shit, burning they Budweisers.
They wasn't feeling that. They wasn't feeling that at all.
Yeah, God. they let that be known. Yeah. Bud ass hit took a tank.
They took a tank, man. They had to redo it, man. They need to put some twins back. Remember back in the 90s, they used to always put two blind white twins on everything. Esau going to buy that goddamn beer.
Hey, but they show you how much of an effect marketing really have on shit.
Yeah.
Like people kind of downplay marketing, but it really, it matters.
Bro, it's everything.
Yeah. And you got to appeal to your primary consumer.
Yeah, you got to appeal to the base.
Cool, So now when we go into the black manosphere, right, we realize that you have, this same problem, but at a way higher scale, because it's not just the government that we're fighting against. It's just not the system that we're fighting against as men. We're also literally fighting against our primary companion, which is being utilized as our primary contrarian. You see what I'm saying? Which is the so-called black woman. You see what I'm saying? And the black manosphere is geared towards trying to help so-called black men, the FBA, figure out, FBA man, figure out what is the proper steps to take.
How do we navigate
salvage
this thing?
Salvage, if at all there is a possibility of salvaging this community, which isn't, they would argue that there isn't really a community.
No, and that's the thing too. I just saw a sister make a comment, and she was like, "I'm done fighting this invisible fight."
Okay.
She's like, there's this, I feel like I've been, and it did nobody else, or not nearly a significant amount of people are fighting the fight.
The same fight.
So what am I doing?
Yeah.
And it's cold because I'm just like we're so, for every one of our people who say one thing, another person will literally come and say the opposite.
Complete opposite.
They will come and contradict that, even if it's, and the messed up thing about our people is, even if it's not how they truly feel,
they will advocate for it.
They'll advocate for it in the moment, predicated off pure emotion. If they just dislike you,
just don't want to agree,
feel bad for somebody, they'll just advocate for some bullshit that they not even off into.
Right.
It's really kind of fucking crazy.
It's crazy as hell
when you think about it.
It is.
So the community, and that's the argument that the divestors are making. Some of the divestors are making.
Okay.
They're going,
we're not really divesting from anything.
They're like, I'm supposed to be loyal to what?
Yeah.
There's not a community to even be loyal to. I'm going to just be loyal to me.
Which is true, though.
And that's why I say you can't really argue with them bitches, because I mean, what are you gonna tell her?
Wait, what's the better choice for him? Really?
What are you gonna say to her?
Right, really though, what's a better choice for him? You know what I mean? You don't have one for real. Outside of the Israelite man, you
That's
don't
all
have.
you got.
You better start pointing. Well, look at these guys.
Yeah.
Right?
These are the guys.
These are the
unicorns.
The motherfuckers
unicorn fucking rain, a farm of unicorns over here. They call the Israelites.
They call the Israelites. And Suki knows it.
That's right. She knows when she's ready to settle down. Put all this pound town shit. She knows where she's coming. Goddamn it.
Yeah, she's not a fool by
any stretch of the imagination. That's right. No, she letting you know. When she said that, I said, sis is smart. She knows something.
She's sensible. She's sensible. But it's hard to argue with the divestors, like you said, because we don't really have a sense of community. You see what I'm saying? And that's what the whole Black Manosphere is about. How do we structure community? How do we figure out a way to, if we aren't going to, salvage this community that we supposed to have, you know what I mean, this fucking wreck of a community that we have.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? How do we start over? You see what I'm saying? And so that's really what that's about. You see what I'm saying? So it's a bunch of men, intellectual men, that see this situation, realize like, man, it might be time for a change. It might be just time to, take our talents to South Beach.
There might be time to cut losses around this motherfucker.
And do like how, the Reubenites had to do, and just, we just gonna go and just, take all of the Northern Kingdom women. We're gonna go and take, our talents to, these other nations of women, and we're going to just create a new community out of sensible men dating women that also have some form of traditional values, and start creating, communities within that. You see what I'm saying? And hopefully we can start something from there. Versus just trying to go in and save all of these, 85s, all these hood rat women, right? That would much rather have dysfunction because it benefits them through government assistance, et cetera, right? They don't want
Functionality.
They don't want functionality.
A lot of our people are afraid of functionality.
Dysfunction pays them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Dysfunction is comforting.
Yeah, it's comforting. And then you have it to where these women, instead of seeing like, okay, damn, this shit is fucked up, right? They find, like you say, it's comforting. They find joy in the dysfunction. They find pleasure in the dysfunction. They find pleasure in the degradation of themselves. You see what I'm saying? And so they like, man, shit, like, you know, there ain't no right answer over there for them, out of them. So we gonna go somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? And we gonna at least be mindful. So they teaching, you know, the really the fundamentals of community and how to be a man within your own community. You know what I mean? To a degree or two. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And most of it is fully secular. It's really a lack of religion involved. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you know, it's at least it's predicated upon stats. It's predicated upon peer review articles, is predicated upon, you know, sincere research.
Exactly.
I would say it's sincere research going
Real
on.
research, yeah.
In that space right there. You see what I'm saying?
In the black manosphere.
In the black manosphere, it's a lot of sincere research, genuine research going on. Books being written, like you said, and just a breakdown of, you know, terms and a breakdown of, I guess you'll say, phenomena that we experience. But it's just putting it in layman's terms for brothers to just start with. It's a good, you know, foundation being set. You know, for what we looking for is, you know, Israelite men as well. Just, you know, just a better situation within our community. You see what I'm saying? We know that we can't just neglect it and just leave. We can't just leave Yahweh's vineyard like that. It don't work like that. Because
that's already happened.
You see what I'm saying?
And we see. Yeah. We see how that's worked out.
Yeah, that's, you know, we can't just keep neglecting the vineyard. But we also can't act like all of the vineyard. Some of the vineyard need, like you say, so hey, some of this shit, you know, like y'all trying to say, some of it gonna have to be burnt. You know.
That's just true.
That's
just what
you know, when the reapers come, some of this shit's getting burnt.
It's gonna be burnt.
You know what I mean?
Some of the vineyard,
a vast majority of it actually.
The majority of this vineyard is not actually salvageable.
It's not salvageable.
Yeah.
And so, and when I hear them saying shit like that, I can understand it because I know, okay, well, you know, it's not.
No, it's true. We're not gonna be able to save everybody.
Everybody.
It's just a reality
situation. I'm saying? We can only save who we can save, and primarily, like I say, Yahweh's flock, his sheep, our men.
That's
our
right.
men. So it's like, let's salvage the men. I can understand that. Let's salvage the men.
Yeah, of course, because who gonna lead it?
You got to.
They not finna to, so we gotta salvage the men so they can lead the show.
Yeah, so that's what's going on, and that's why what we doing makes the most sense.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And now we're not gonna neglect the women because we do have women who see the error too. Like there are like women in the black manosphere.
Yeah.
Like we already know
that.
Pink Book lessons, stuff like that, who see like, nah. The so-called black woman is tripping.
Yeah, exactly.
Eve is tripping.
Exactly.
She's tripping, and she needs to get a fucking hold of herself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Before it's too late, because you know, destruction is nigh. You see what I'm saying? And when destruction comes, you don't got no help. That you know, white zaddy ain't coming to save you.
Yeah, no.
You see what I'm saying?
He's just having fun.
He just having fun right now.
He just having fun, man. Yeah. And the quicker you realize that, you know, you should be planning your escape from that whole situation.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
You know, a sensible woman that involve herself in something like that, she got an exit already planned. She know this gravy train don't get rolled forever. Some of these bitches is delusional, though. They don't understand.
Yeah, and some of them is just so deeply invested in this shit that even if they do understand, they don't feel like there's a way out. You see what I'm saying? Because it's just how deeply invested into them trying to, you know, I guess you'll say milk the cow. They trying to milk. They didn't milk the cow so much that they hands is stuck on the udders. You see what I'm saying? They hands is cramped around the udders.
Dried out.
You see what I'm saying? Types of, or it might not have dried out. It's just their hands is cramped on the udders. Like the scriptures talk about how, you know, I want to say there was Eliashah. When he killed so many in 2 Samuel 23, he killed so many, he was wielding the sword so much, he killed so many that his hand just cramped around the sword. Like he couldn't let go of the sword. You see what I'm saying?
That's how much he was getting down with that sword.
God, you know, he killed so many, like the sword just was stuck to him. Now the BW is kind of in a similar situation. A lot of them, then, you know, they've been using this to their benefit for so much. Now their hands kind of just cramped around.
They don't know how to stop doing it.
They just just stuck to them now. It's just second nature for real.
They don't see the exit strategy.
Yeah. Or like you say, they don't see an exit strategy worth it. You see what I'm saying?
Leave that
for what? Exactly. What am I replacing this with? You see what I'm saying? And you look at the men in our community, and you say, well, you know, like you say, it's kind of hard to argue with them because they don't really have a vast amount of better choices. There are better choices. Yeah, there's answers,
but it's not in abundance.
It's not in abundance, and even though they don't necessarily have to be in abundance, like we say, 7 women just take hold of one man.
Exactly,
they are not functioning with that as the I could just go get in a polygamous relationship. That's the last thing on their mind. You see what I'm saying? They was bred to say, look, nigga, you better deal with just me or I'm leaving. You see what I'm saying? So, like you say, it's just a whole paradigm shift that everybody has to go through. You know what I mean? Or as many people as possible needs to start going through. You see what I'm saying? A total new look on life, because what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? That's just the question, man. Yeah. The question of all times is what are we gonna do? And they don't realize we're only people who have the true answers. Because we have the scriptures, and you can't argue with them. Like, even when people want to get into the textual criticism, hey, look, shut up. Yeah. Look at this in Proverbs. Look at this in Sirach. Right. Like, can you argue with that? Yeah. Like, can you argue with the wisdom? Is anybody denying that is some real game right there? And there's not. So you be focused on the wrong thing. Yeah, exactly. Is the game there? Is the game there? And this is what we arm ourselves and we build ourselves with. A full scope of game. Not just a not partial. Gym. Yeah. Like you deal with Egyptology, and it's only so much really that you're gonna get out of it. It's only so much you're gonna get out of any of this shit. They extrapolate so much from it. Yeah, bro. With this, it's right there, man. It's all right there, plain and in full. We have it in full. You see what I'm saying? And the proper understanding of it. Exactly. And damn near full. and damn near full. You see what I'm saying? It's very important having a proper understanding as well, knowing how to actually use that sword. Yeah, it ain't just that we have it. We actually have it and the proper understanding of it. Exactly. And more and more people are starting to realize that, though. That's for shit sure. You see what I'm saying? Get it. So they starting to get it. So the white manosphere essentially is just the He-Man Woman Haters Club, but that's what you're telling me. I would argue that. Honestly, they just, well, I wouldn't even say, a lot of them are women haters. Some of them are. I would say a lot of them are women haters. I would say that, you know, a lot of them just have a negative disposition and just like, you know, hella pessimist about it. Pessimistic about it, you know what I mean? Very some of these guys are like antagonistic towards women. They've been in, you know, some relationships where they got a real shit into the stick. Yeah, they butt hurt for sure. Or some of these guys just never really can get girls anymore. Couldn't get girls. We gotta harp on that because a lot of I mean, I'm always gonna go back to Fresh and Fit because it's the most prominent, and again I haven't delved that deep off into it, but when I see them from the moment I ever saw them niggas, I just know these are two niggas that never got bitches in their entire lives. Yeah, this platform gave them they bitches for sure. It gave them they bitches. I would argue that for sure. It's really genius. Yeah, we get some money. We got a dope spot in South Beach. Yeah, and now we're going to pay girls to come up here. Yeah, and be on here. And now we actually we got action. Right. We got it's a good plan. I'm not knocking the plan, but I know you niggas never got hold. Yeah, and it was set up by somebody. I don't think they came up with that on their own. I just beg to differ. You know what I mean? Okay. But at the same time, it's like they say, if I have seen further than others because I stand on the shoulders of giants. That man Rollo Tomasi, he really did it with this shit. Like he coined that shit as far as like explaining the sexual marketplace value. Okay. Like understanding that a woman has value in purity, you know what I mean, and how that purity or that value decreases with age, you see what I'm saying? And that, even though hers is short-lived in the beginning, a man's is stretched out longer, but it's delayed. Stuff like that. Yeah. It's delayed, but it is longer. But theirs happens. Yeah, faster. Like they grow. They don't have to do anything. Yeah. Usually by the age of 23 at the latest. Yeah. They done bloomed into what they gonna be. Bloomed, and
everybody can see value.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So he kind of coined it. He set the stage and opened the door for all of these other Manosphere talking head guys to really come in and do what they did.
Exactly. And so, you know, you have a lot of them that just like genuinely just say, I ain't gonna deal with women no more. Like I'm choosing to be like a monk type shit.
You beating off and stuff.
Yeah.